A Pentagon report is detailing a dramatic increase in UFO sightings.
Tonight, the U.S. is still not able to call the three objects shot down by the United States over the course of 3 days anything but.
Given the number of smartphones in the world today, 6 billion,
Yeah.
we are unwittingly crowdsourcing any possible alien invasion.
When it comes to aliens, there's some things I just can't tell you on air.
And it was spinning, and it just and took off.
I think if anyone would know about aliens on Earth, it would probably be me.
Well, I'm still cooped up in this room. The thing out there isn't going away anytime soon. I'm running low on water and food. I don't know how long I can last. And to make things worse, I think that thing out there might be an alien. I know it sounds ridiculous, but just listen. I've heard stories of strange objects spotted in the sky. These things can outrun the fastest jets and turn on a dime. Their technology is beyond our comprehension, and apparently they can read our minds. That's how it talks to me, even when I cover my ears. I can hear his voice like it's right next to me. So because of that, I'm wrapping my head in tinfoil. I've heard this can stop their brainwaves from getting into my head to stop them from taking control. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This is all ridiculous. But as I said in my last video, I've been locked up in this place for a while, and it's given me a lot of time to explore things, to explore the internet, and see what's out there. And I've discovered the truth, what I think is indisputable evidence to prove that extraterrestrial beings are out there. Just stick around for a little bit, and I'll show you what I mean. And maybe after this, you might be convinced of the truth. Now for Exhibit 1, let me show you this. Recently I came across a certain profile on Twitter by the name of Chuck Costello. This man might have just broken the matrix and uncovered something that they don't want you to see. On April 2nd, 2023, he uploaded a video of a strange formation of UFOs flying in the sky. In his tweet he writes, "Nothing to see here. Just a fleet of UFOs flying over some Middle Eastern country. Anyone want to explain this? Can this be explained? Are there any answers to this video that he has for us? Well, let's take a look."
6号人，看天上，6号人，看天上，哇，看天上什么来了？大雁来了！哇塞，大雁！
In this video, we see multiple UFOs flying across the night sky, with the cameraman and others on the ground simply in shock. But what are these? Is this a formation of alien spacecraft? Are they flying across our countries to spy on us to test our defenses? Could this be a scouting party of an eventual invasion fleet? And why are they in the Middle East? Honestly, this video does create a lot of questions and doesn't really answer much. So maybe, let's watch it one more time. Wait a second. Zoom in? Enhance? Wait, hold up. Let me take a look at this. Are those flapping? Are those wings flapping in the sky? And why are these UFOs shaped like birds? Wait a second. Hold up. Wings? Flapping? In a formation? What the heck could this be? Yeah. There's additional information at the bottom. Alright, let's take a look at this. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. This video was uploaded to the World Travel YouTube channel on March 30th, 2023 with the title "Bare-Headed Geese Flying Across the Night Sky in Mongolia in Late March." Wait a second. This isn't a UFO. This isn't even in the Middle East. This is just a flock of geese flying across Mongolia. Well, probably should have read the community notes first. This isn't a great start to my hunt for evidence. Okay, listen, give me another chance. Let's try this one more time. I'm sure we can find something better to prove that these things are real. Okay, listen, just stick in there, okay? I'm not crazy. I know they're real. I've seen them with my own eyes. I just need the right video, the right chance, and I can prove it. I can prove every bit, and what the hell? What the hell? So there's another famous video out there. It's called the Dobby Mystery. Apparently a weird alien that looks like Dobby from Harry Potter was spotted in someone's driveway. I've heard this thing's pretty legit, and it's definitely gotten a lot of attention. So I think this might be it. This might be our smoking gun to prove once and for all that these extraterrestrial things exist. Before we view this video, viewer discretion is advised. I'd just like to let you know that it's known that this creature is truly disgusting and horrible looking. Well, what the hell did we just see? Well, that was a little bit terrifying and creepy. Walking into someone's driveway and doing something that looked like a chicken dance. Not exactly sure what the purpose of that is, but you know, maybe it's some sort of like a traditional dance or like a mating ritual or something. But why do it in someone's driveway? I mean, like, get a room or something, man. Maybe let's take another look. Maybe we missed something. Wait, hold up. Zoom, enhance? Is that underwear on the head? You know, the more I look at it, the more it looks like some sort of like a skinny kid running around with the underwear on his head. Something's starting to tell me that this might not be our alien either. In fact, I did a little bit more hunting and I found a video of Inside Edition that visited the family and made the kid that lives there recreate this scene. And yeah, that's definitely a kid. Worst part of this might be that the kid is underfed or something, because he is a little bit skinny, but nothing a burger or two can't fix. Unfortunately, I guess once again we don't have our alien. Alright, that's 2 for 2 fails. Not a good track record. Doesn't really look good right now. But listen, I seen it. I seen it with my own eyes. And I know other people have seen it. So definitely just stick in there. I know I can prove it if you just give me one more chance. So let me show you a few more things, alright? Crap. It was out there. I saw it for a second, but it went away before I could get my camera. Every time I see something good, it literally leaves right before I can get it on video. Like it's teasing me. I know that something strange has been happening out there. I haven't just been locked up in this room for a month for no reason. I mean, there's something there, and I can show it. I can prove it one day. I'm not crazy. I survived by locking myself in here. There's a reason for this. I mean, this gotta be, you know. I tried calling the police, people I know, but no one responds. It's like they're living in a different world than I am. And it's just that... What the hell? What the heck is going on? Alright, I'm okay. I think that might have been a ship outside. Unfortunately, just like before, I wasn't able to get it on video, but I think other people might have gotten it from what I've seen on the internet. I'm gonna show you something special. This ain't nonsense this time. See, this comes from more legitimate sources. The next video I found is definitely a little bit more legit. See, it's from CNN, and as we all know, they're the most reputable news site out there.
Each time you were caught masturbating on camera, you were subsequently fired from that job after 27 years of working there, and you since then have been on leave from CNN. Do I have all that right?
You got it all right.
And they can always be trusted. Take a look at this next video. This video was taken from a US military drone from the Middle East in 2022. A strange spherical object flies by and the drone camera tries to follow it. The All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office of the US government still hasn't been able to answer the cause of this phenomenon. Heck, I don't even think 4chan could solve this. They don't know its exact nature or its origin. It is quite weird that the government has an entire office for UFOs. I guess that gives a little bit of legitimacy to all this. I mean, seems like they're taking it seriously at least. But if we look back at this video, what could this mean exactly? We see a strange silver spherical object flying through the sky. No wings, doesn't seem like there's any propulsion system or anything. Doesn't even seem like it's falling down, it seems like it's at a consistent elevated position, just flying right across. Flying across like a big marble. You know, sometimes you see these little circles in cameras, but those are usually dust particles. But I think it's safe to say that this ain't it. It seems like a gray marble, but what could it be? Could this be some sort of a projectile launched by a gun, like an artillery weapon? Maybe, but I don't think I've ever seen any sort of projectile in the modern era of this shape. Besides, it doesn't really seem to be traveling that fast. Or otherwise, the drone probably wouldn't even be able to follow the shot. I mean, could it be a highly advanced US weapon? I mean, the US government's definitely working on some weird things, and many of their old jets in the old days were actually mistaken for UFOs, like the Blackbird. I mean, we know the US is always researching and developing new weapons. I mean, that $700 billion got to be going somewhere. But this is something else, something akin to magic. I highly doubt the government could be this far ahead. In my opinion, this is definitely an out-of-world object, or at least out of the scope of our knowledge. Apparently, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office is tracking over 600 objects similar to this, and they don't seem to be getting that list down anytime soon. To give a little backup to this video, I went on YouTube and found another video from Fox 5 New York with additional footage. Just as before, we see a spherical object move past what looks like another military drone. Again, it doesn't seem like there's any indication that a human might be inside. No windows or, again, wings or propulsion system or anything like that can be seen. Now there's another clip that I saw that I found interesting as well. A square-like object flies around floating in the sky. No wings again. And it doesn't seem like it's manned. You know, in a weird way, it kind of looks like an Amazon delivery drone. The lighter, shadowy parts seem like rotors. Seem like there might be 4 of them together, just like most drones have today. But I highly doubt the military would mistake that. And not exactly sure what a drone like that would be doing in the middle of the ocean in Asia. You know, what I found a little bit interesting was when I scrolled down to the comment section, I saw what people were saying. If you scroll down, you see that a lot of them are saying similar things, such as the following. It's amazing that so many people are openly sharing their encounters. Any ambiguities around whether or not these things exist ended entirely for me at age 8 to 9, back in the mid-90s. It's kinda hard to deny the reality of these objects when one shoots over your head at an altitude of 50 to 60 feet, silently, brightly illuminated, and then proceeds to shoot off over the horizon so quickly that if you blink, you'll miss it. I remember seeing a UFO once a few years ago. I looked up to the sky in one particular night because the stars were very visible. I noticed a speck of light which I thought was a star, considering the similarity in color, but it started moving in an unpredictable path and even went into zigzags at times. I stood still and observed it for 5 minutes before it suddenly disappeared. Another user writes, in 1986 as a teenager, I saw 2 dark gray metallic spears. They appeared in a gap between the clouds. They were spinning and wobbling at the same time. The rocking motion was like a coin after it had been spun. Just before the coin comes to a rest, it rocks on its own axis. This is the motion I saw. I believe they are human time travelers, not aliens. Well, from the looks of it, it seems like I'm not the only one having these experiences. The more and more I look at this, the more and more credence there is to these things existing. And if I'm not alone, well, maybe there's really something happening out there. Now listen, I admit the first 2 videos I showed were a little misleading and maybe not the most convincing. But this last video, I think this is definitely the legit thing. Now, I guess you can't say for sure that these are aliens, but I think you can definitely see that these things are unexplainable, especially by our current understanding of physics and science and everything that we know. And this definitely does create at least a possibility that aliens could exist. Well folks, this video today is a little bit of a shorter one. I just wanted to get here quickly just to give you a little bit of an update on my situation. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any evidence personally, but looking at some of the other people's videos, well, I think it definitely does give credence to my theory that there's aliens out there. And I'm definitely not alone in my beliefs. Others out there have seen them and they've gotten video. Hopefully one day, I'll be able to identify what's out there, outside my house, my door, and maybe figure out a way to get past it and get the hell out of this room. Again, like I said before, this evidence isn't some smoking gun, but it's better than nothing, I say. And the fact that even the government is starting to take this seriously, well, I guess maybe we all should as well. If you ever make it outside, maybe look up into the night sky. Maybe you might see something out of this world. But for me, I think I'm going to stay in this room a little bit longer until I truly have an understanding of what's happening. I just don't think it's safe out there. Well, I'll see you in the next video. But before you leave, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment about your own experience.